All right, good evening and welcome to tonight's city property meeting at 6:33 p.m. on July 28th, 2020. Unless any counselor present has a motion to raise any item off the table, we have only one item on the agenda this evening, and that is 15920 Ann M. Cervantes, City Treasurer, to accept a deed in lieu of foreclosure under General Law, Chapter 60, Section 77C, for a parcel of land at 0 Merrill Street, Assessor's Parcel 0025-0011-0, containing approximately 9/100ths of an acre, owned by the estate of Ida Raisinin. Ms. Cervantes, would you like to give us the scoop on this?
Sure. I was contacted by Mrs. Racinin's personal representative asking if the city would be interested in accepting the property. She didn't think that any of the heirs were interested in it. So, and they were told that it was not buildable by an engineer. I've confirmed that with Mark Barbadoro. It is not buildable as it sits now. They do, as I emailed you this morning, Councilor Zarella, they do have to just ask the heirs one more time to make sure that there is no interest in it. And if not, then they would like to offer it to the city.
So is it, just to confirm, would the idea be that we would then turn this around into side yard, or is this something that the city has an interest in using?
I don't think that there is much of a use for the city. Community development didn't see any use for it either. There is one abutter that may be interested in it, so it could be offered through the side yard program.
Okay. Councilor Squalia?
Yes, so in looking at the assessor's map, there's 2 adjacent parcels in that kind of triangle area. But it shows on the Fitchburg property assessors that there's no information for either parcels. One's listed as 12 and one doesn't even have a number. Do we own that as well?
I don't know about the triangle piece. I didn't see any information on it either. Parcel 12 is assessed to owners unknown, which means the assessors do not know who owns it at this time. It's possible that the city could foreclose on it and it could become a city property. That is possible, even though the owners are unknown.
Because if you added this parcel 11 with parcel 12 and potentially this little triangle portion, you almost could have a buildable lot if it's 12,500 square feet.
Yeah, Mark Barbadoro indicated that it's possible that it would be buildable if you combine the two, but he wasn't definite about it.
Mm-hmm. All set?
No, I got a question.
Okay, Councilor Boschman. No, I just wanted to make sure Councilor Squalia was all set first.
I'm sorry about that.
But you do now have the floor, Paul.
Okay, I just want to tell you that on that 40, 45, the one we're taking, or they want to get back to the city, there's a public right, there's a right of way on that piece of property.
Yeah. It must be the street.
No, I believe it goes to that lady's house in the back.
That corner lot?
The one that's in Lunenburg. Because she owns that abutting property next door. She owns 26023-8. Am I right, Ann?
You're talking about the property in Lunenburg?
Yeah. Yeah, she owns 8. I believe she owns lot 8. And the only ones we're not sure of is lot 12.
And yeah, in that little corner piece.
Oh, 8. Okay, yes. The lot 8 is the one that I was referring to when I said there was an abutter that may be interested in it for the side yard sale. I don't know who owns the property in Lunenburg, though.
Yeah.
So do we know then, have we looked at the deed and seen if there is in fact a right of way across the parcel that we're considering taking?
I have the deed from the city to Mrs. Raisinin, and I don't see anything in there about a right-of-way.
Okay,
The only reason why I said there was a right of way, Mr. Chair, was when I went down to see the city's assessors, they pointed out that there was a dotted line going right through the center of the lot. And usually that means, a right of way. That's what they told me.
yeah, no, well spotted. Certainly something to look into, but generally if it's not recorded, it's not going to be an issue unless it's in continuous use for a long period of time. But that's certainly something that I'd say we may want to look into, but I'm not sure how much it really changes what we do with it. Councilor Squalia?
Is there any liability to accepting this property? Is there anything on the deed about taxes or anything potentially on the site itself that could be liability?
May I? I'm not aware of anything on the site itself. There's minimal taxes owed on it, less than $100.
Okay.
So does anyone have any further questions?
No?
I would suggest, Counselor, I hear your motion. I would suggest that given that we know that the estate still needs to contact the heirs and confirm that none of them have any interest, that rather than approving a petition to accept the parcel, we amend the petition to authorize the city to accept the parcel. So then if the offer is officially made by the estate, we don't have to vote on it again. But if the estate retracts the offer, we don't have to vote on it again.
Oh, okay, I make that motion then.
To amend? Okay, I have a motion and second. I am not going to take this by roll call because we have a motion and a second and I'm the only other person. So I'm going to assume unanimous consent unless anyone raises their hand. Okay, so I have an amended motion now, and I would entertain a motion to move forward with this.
I make a motion to move forward.
All right, and I will also assume that we're going to do that under unanimous consent. Hearing no objection, motion passes.
Make a motion.
Thank you.
to adjourn.
Second.
All right, motion and second to adjourn. No objections. Have a good night, people.
I'll see you next year.
Thank you. Good night.
I'll see you guys.